Greetings to all of my amazing Pisces cross watchers, customers, members, subscribers, and non-subscribers, my viewers. I just actually want to hit that like, share, and subscribe button as you come in. Happy birthday to all of my Pisces. So I'm going to make an announcement. If you sent me an email for a personal reading, please be patient with the process because I am taking them on a first come first serve basis. So if I have not responded to you yet, just give me a moment. I'm getting to you because I got a lot of emails coming in. Okay, so I'm responding to each one on a first come first serve basis, completing those and then going to the next. Okay, so just give me a moment. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading, Pisces. I'm trying to rub this oil into my hands, but I don't want it to be all over the cards. So just give me a moment. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to use my Zodiac Oracle cards. Back when I did a giveaway for those who have been rocking with me, rolling with me from the beginning, and I did a 7-day give-a-thon. This was one of the gifts that I gave away, some Zodiac Oracle cards. All right, so let's see. Neptune, okay, one of your ruling planets, Pisces. So some of you all are in some sort of energy where you need to see something clearly. I feel like the signs have been there, and I feel like you need to see something for what it is. This could be a situation where maybe you've been envisioning one thing, but you need to see another. Neptune is associated with the Roman god Neptune, who was the ruler of the fresh and salt water of the earth. Neptune is a complex planet governing diverse human drivers, such as imagination, compassion, and psychic experiences. Bundled with those ideas are issues of sacrifice and obligation. Balancing between giving and resentment can feature large with this card, okay? So there's a situation, Pisces, where it does look like, now Neptune is that ruler of, like it said, fresh and salt waters of the earth, okay? So this has a lot to do with your emotions, you know, it has a lot to do with what's fresh and what has been tainted, okay, in your life, and seeing the difference between both. Also, this has a lot to do with your imagination, your compassion, and your psychic experiences, okay? So I do feel like some of you all may be experiencing some things that put you in this energy of maybe you're experiencing something that seems otherworldly. It could be a situation where you're experiencing something where it just seems like it's you're dealing with the occult. Maybe it's you may be experiencing even, you know, dealing with spiritual beings or ghosts or something, right? Or some level, some energies or something. But this also has a lot to do with your level of compassion. Not only compassion for other people, but compassion for yourself when you're dealing with certain things. This also has a lot to do with your imagination, okay? So this is, to me, this looks like, you know, there may be some issues with sacrifices that you've made. Maybe you feel obligated to sacrifice in certain ways, right? Or sacrifice to certain things. Maybe you've made certain sacrifices. Let me also pull another card. So this is you. I almost get the energy of you needing to see, understand your own boundaries when it comes to the sacrifices that you make. Let me see something here. Aries. Aries could be significant. First house. There's something that you need to see clearly. This could be in reference to Aries, or this could have something to do with how you present yourself to the world, how the world see you. This could have a lot to do with how much compassion you're having for someone, or how much compassion they're having for you. This has a lot to do with your imagination. It has a lot to do with what's salty. That maybe there's a situation where someone is kind of salty when it comes to you. Okay, maybe they're not speaking that the best about you. This could even be, you know, fresh words, and maybe somebody's saying that you're salty. Okay, all right, about something. Let's see what else is coming out. Leo energy here, so Leo could be significant as well. And then you have water. Okay, so Aries, Leo, water, Neptune energy there. So at the bottom of the deck is Mercury. So this is representing a lot of communication. Something about a lot of communication. A Leo could be significant here. Leos rule that fifth house. This has a lot to do with the level of creativity, being seen publicly. So this gets me in the energy, Pisces. You may have someone who's salty with you, but this could definitely be someone who's not coming right out and telling you what the issue is with you. Okay, what their issue is with you. This could even be someone who is this with the fresh. I almost feel like this is a new experience. It could be a new person that you've just encountered, or this could just be someone who you've known for a very long time, but they are bringing up something that's new to justify them being salty with you about something. Okay, I do feel like this, either you're in the public eye or this person is in the public eye. Or when I say public eye, maybe you do have a public platform, or they have a public platform, but this also could just be someone who has a lot of people ear. Okay, maybe they're in contact with a lot of people, a lot of communication here. Something has to do with this has something to do with communication. All right, how you communicate with them, how they communicate with you, how you both communicate with other people, things like that. A lot of emotion is in this situation, though. There's a lot of emotions, okay, because you have water here, you have Neptune here. So this is what's cloudy, what is not seen for what it is, the sacrifices that have been made. This is also dealing with compassions. It's also dealing with psychic ideas, okay? So let me see what else is coming out here. Let's see what else is coming out. Spirit, please give me a clear and concise message when it comes to Pisces. Please give me a clear and concise message when it comes to Pisces. Please give me a clear. Okay, Five of Swords. There could have been some sort of argument, but it does look like you have gone into a planning stage, though. There was some sort of argument. I feel like there's a disagreement that you're not even clear about, but instead of you trying to figure something out, you just went into this energy of planning. This could be a situation where you walked away from something. You just let somebody, you're like, you know what, you went, I don't have time to be going back and forth or something like that. You could have felt like someone was doing something for public attention only. That was their main goal or the main purpose. They just wanted a lot of public attention. They could have been communicating in a very harsh way with you, or putting out some sort of negative gossip or something. Let me see what else is coming out. The Hierophant. Okay. The Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Both energies are Taurus energy. They hang one. Someone wants, they have been, the Ten of Swords here and the Hang One. So someone is trying to justify your reason for being stuck in a situation, or why you felt stuck or something. Pisces, this has more to do with a lot of communication, gossip. That's oh, so you're seeing something from a different perspective. I see that. You've gone into planning mode. Something didn't work out. You cut your ties. You're like, you know what, whatever. You've gone into planning mode. I don't see you necessarily moving forward. This is you planning something that you felt like was necessary. This is something that you felt like was very necessary. You needed to plan something, okay? So the Hierophant is you deciding that you want to do something in a different way, and you wanted to make sure that you got the information that you need to do something. I feel like you learned a valuable lesson with this Five of Swords. You saw that someone was doing something for public attention. It wasn't for the right reasons, right? You know the truth about why something turned out the way it was. I feel like in the midst of it, you were cloudy about what happened. You knew somebody was salty with you, but you didn't quite know why. You didn't know what this was really rooted in, because I don't feel like you got a clear explanation as to what. So this is giving aggressiveness, you know, insults, put downs, but it's someone is not saying it's because I'm jealous of you. They're just saying, oh, it's because my let me see, my boyfriend or somebody who I liked you. They're not going to come out and say that, okay? Somebody who was attracted to me liked you. Oh baby, come on. Somebody who was attracted to me like you, and that's why I'm really mad. But they're not going to say that. It's something, I feel like there's a real root cause in why this disagreement took place. And instead of them just telling the truth about that, it went into something totally different. So I feel like you knew, okay, if this person isn't going to tell me what the real reason is, because they're giving me all these bogus explanations, you know, that don't even add up, don't make sense, okay? This could be somebody, and I just use that as an example. Maybe it's the real thing for some of you all, but it could just be for something else. Maybe you got a job, or you got some sort of happy moment in your life that they weren't really happy about for you. They weren't really, you know, celebrating you. They claimed that they were happy for you, but their actions didn't match up with their words. So the anger, the jealousy set in, and an argument ensued over something that you didn't quite it seemed like it was unclear to you. You were like, where in the hell is this coming from? Okay, so instead of you sitting there entertaining it, it does look like you threw down your sword and said, you know what? I'm not about to entertain this. If you can't even tell me the truth about why you're really mad, because what you're telling me doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. So I know it's something else, but you're not willing to be woman or man enough to say what that real issue is. So you're playing like it's something else, but I'm not going to entertain this situation here. Okay. So you took it upon yourself and went into a leadership position of making your way out of something. You decided not to entertain it. The Knight of Pentacles represents you going into planning mode and looking at what your options are with this pentacle. It looks like you're sitting on your horse here and you're looking at your options. You're looking out at where you want to go, what you want to do, what your next step is, how you need to proceed, basically, okay? And this to me looks like some level of routine. You realize you got to do something over and over and over again to achieve a goal, okay? You have to, this could be with a career, your career field, like a job. You know, you have to have a routine. This could be you deciding you want to work out. You have to have a routine. This could be something you're deciding you want to save money. You have to have a routine. Something that you have started to go into planning mode about, okay? You're like, I got to plan this so I don't have to worry about things in the future, okay? Worry about this particular situation in the future. It looks like you're trying to kind of free up some areas of your life so you don't have to be worried about every area of your life, right? So the Hierophant represent you sharing information going between you and someone, okay? This could, maybe you apply for a government contract, maybe you apply for a job, maybe you started talking with the nutritionist about, you know, a healthy way of eating or what you need to do, calories, whatever. This could be some sort, maybe you even went to a seer, psychic, someone who could open your mind and kind of teach you something. But I do feel like someone has keys. They can unlock doors for you or either lock doors, right? This is either they can open doors for you, open your mind up to some new things, get you to see something clear, or they can lock you out of a situation. Whatever you went to, this could be you and someone, Whatever you went to, this could be your inner and outer side. This could be the shadow side of you. You took the shadow side of you, some things you had to deal with. This could even be a counselor that you went to, or somebody who has more of a more wisdom when dealing with conflict. Maybe you went to a lawyer or something like that. I'm not sure. But this looks like a situation where you got some clear information about how you need to proceed, right? Now, the Six of Pentacles is showing that this is working out for you with this Hierophant. Something, you're turning a Knight of Pentacles into a Six of Pentacles situation, right? I just don't like this Ten of Swords, Pisces. I really don't, because this to me represent you putting in a lot of work to achieve something, to get to a particular area, to get to something in your life, and then feeling stuck or feeling like you have to see something from a different perspective, and thinking about all the sacrifices that you've made only to be betrayed again. And this is Five of Swords here starting out. This is the Ten of Swords. This is like the ultimate betrayal. People pretending to be your friend, smiling up in your face, you know, but gossiping behind your back, willing to backstab you, willing to do you dirty. And this is five. This is like double. So you can have more. This to me looks like someone has gathered people. It's like, okay, this Pisces has moved on from me. They have gone on with their life. They didn't entertain my pettiness, my arguing, my childlike behavior, my ignorance. So I need to affect them in a different way. Somebody, you pissed someone off by not feeding into their ignorance. This is what this looks like. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands here. Someone is looking at your glow up as a threat to them. Pisces, someone is really looking at your glow up as a threat to them. They feel like you're trying to rub it in their face, or I really feel like somebody wants to humble you. What was up under this one? Earth. You could be dealing with someone with earth placement, fire placement, water placement. Mercury represents Gemini energy here. That's Gemini's ruling planet. Gemini could be significant. Aries could be significant. Leo could be significant. Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces could be significant. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be significant. Okay, those signs may be significant when it comes to some situation, a lot of communication. Some of you all work in communications or something like that. Some of you all, this is the communication between family or the communication between a community or something, right? But to me, Pisces, this has a lot to, let's clarify these cards. At the bottom of the deck, like I said, you have the Queen of Wands here. Right up under that is the King of Wands. And then you have the Six of Swords here. So a lot of moving forward, a lot of change, a lot of public recognition. So Pisces, this is what this really looks like to me. Somebody is threatened by the amount of attention you naturally get. Pisces are not the type that want to be the all eyes on me type person. I don't know too many Pisces that are like that. Now, they may have some sort of creative skill, or they may be good at certain things where it does bring attention to them. You have plenty of Pisces who are they're actors or actresses or some level of celebrities. You have a lot of Pisces who are artists too. They may be in the music industry. They could be in acting. They could be in a musician or something like that. This cooks, a lot of cooks have got Pisces, chefs, things like that. So Pisces to me represent that whatever side of you where you could be creative, that's where you shine. Okay, when you can kind of come up with what you want to do, how you want to do it, that's where you shine. Okay, where you can take like a blank canvas. You can get some information about where something needs to go, how it needs to be. Once you're given everything that you need, you seem to shine. So what the issue is, Pisces, is someone knows that if you have everything you need, you have you have a support system, you have resources, you have a lot of clarity when it comes to communication. You're going to shine. You're going to not only represent yourself in an amazing way, but whatever team you're on, you're going to represent. Whatever company you work for, you're going to represent. Whatever community you live in, you're going to represent. Whatever. So someone is aware of that, right? Someone is very much aware of your natural talent, your ability. Whoever this is has seen you do this multiple times. That's what this is really rooted in. Someone has seen you take something that was minute and turn it into something huge, okay? And that's what they envy. So I do feel like when I'm looking at all of this as well, because this could be divination, someone could be saying you're using black magic. That's the reason why you have obtain certain things. You know, you're dabbling in divination, but yet they're watching it though. They could be dabbling in divination. This could be someone who's projecting on you. You're having to see something from a different perspective, right? You're having to see that someone is basically, when they label you as certain things, they're confessing to the public, but the public just don't know it yet. Someone is acting like that they're in this good, clean energy with you, right? With the fresh water, but they're really salty with you, okay? So everything that they're labeling you as, they're basically confessing to the public as to who they really are, but the public just don't know. So it's like someone could be calling you a home wrecker. Maybe before they got married, they were sleeping with people, wives or husbands, but they don't want people to know that, right? So they're going to label you as that person. That is, you know, someone could be labeling you a criminal. That's because they've done a lot of illegal things behind the scenes. Maybe they have people who they have connections that covered for them, you know, things like that. But I feel like someone has been labeling you who they really are, and the public just don't know. Okay, the public is really taking their word. Whoever this is, they get a lot of attention, and they see the attention that you get as a threat to them. I want to see something else. Hold on, y'all, because I made this berry mix this morning, and I put my chia seeds in here. I got ginger root in here. And but I see that someone is seeing you as a threat. So this is you. To me, it looks like, and I love the fact that you're not entertaining foolishness. But for some reason, you're looking at the sacrifice that you've made. So I want to set these cards here, because I want to get a little bit more information on that. Why is this Five of Swords here? Why is this Five of Swords here? Why is this Five of Swords here? The Seven of Swords. Somebody is lying about someone is trying to get away with a lot. And they have to keep looking over their shoulder. They're lying about why some sort of argument happened. You're dealing with a very deceitful person. Somebody also is labeling you a liar. Someone is labeling you as a person who's trying to get away with a lot too. So again, Pisces, you see someone for who they are. I feel like you gave this person a chance. You could have been in that Neptune energy of your psychic abilities were telling you that they weren't shit, right? But you wanted to give this person a chance, right? You were getting feelings about their energy. You read their energy, that they really didn't like you, but what they were saying out their mouth was something different, right? So I do feel like you even had to be strategic when you dealt with them about leaving them alone. So I do feel like somebody is pissed that you walked away. They did not expect for you to walk away, or they don't expect for you to walk away. Again, these are past, present, future energies. Someone is just pissed about you knowing your worth. And I feel like someone thought that no matter what they said or did to you, they were your only option. Okay. So I do feel like they started to project on you. You're this Pisces is a liar. They had this, they had that. They tried to get away with this or that. Someone is basically confessing to the public by labeling you as who they are. They're telling the public what they did, but they know the public, but they're putting your name on it though. That's basically what it is. It's like Pisces. Now listen, y'all. I've even had people. I'll interject myself into y'all reading this for this quick thing. I've had people to say, well, Leslie, because of how Leslie is spelled, the spelling of my name is unisex. That's because when my mother was pregnant with me, my father wanted a boy, but wasn't sure whether I was going to be a boy, a girl, a boy, because I have an older sister. So he wanted a boy and a girl, right? He wanted both. That's fine. But he was going to name me Leslie. He named me Leslie because Leslie is a unisex name. It's a girl, or, the way it's spelled now. Lesley was more of the feminine version, right? So I've had people to even say she got the word lie in her name. That's why, she a liar, right? It's crazy. They forgot about the LES in the beginning of my name. Less lies than y'all asses. If I did lie about anything, I told less lies than y'all. Know that. Okay? This is a situation, Pisces. Someone has, so that I'm trying to sometimes let y'all know that some of these readings, I can definitely, when I pull the cards and I see what's coming out, it's like, you know what? I understand this. You think I don't? I promise you I do. But people will find any reason, any excuse, literally anything, to try to paint a horrible picture of you, to take the attention off of what they've done. Okay, that they're hoping no one know the truth about. Maybe you do know the truth about the things that they've done, and that's why they have to paint you out to be horrible. Okay, so the Seven of Swords is clarifying the Five of Swords. So I do feel like something intensified. When you walked away, something got worse. Instead of it being this somebody being in the energy of, oh, okay, well, I'm walking away from, Pisces walked away. They've gone on with their business. This is someone who is pissed. They wanted you to sit there and deal with disrespect, false accusations, lies, being treated badly. Someone just did not know you had another option. That's basically what this rules. And so they're calling you a liar or a deceiver or something. But I feel like that this is exactly what you were dealing with. This is exactly what this person is. They may have a lot of people fooled. You may not care about that. You may be like, you know what? Y'all will figure it out later on. I'm not about to sit here and try to convince y'all of who this person is. Y'all figure it out. I figured it out a long time ago. Okay. Let me see what this Knight of Pentacles is about. The Tower moment. So you don't know, Pisces. Something happened when you walked away. A whole freaking Tower moment. Something broke down. Somebody's plans broke down. And the way you destroyed something without knowing it. This is your back is turned to this tower. You're in planning mode over here. But a tower moment ensued when you walked away. And this is what infuriated someone. And I feel like you still don't even know. Your back is turned to a tower moment. You walked away. So either somebody had worse plans for you, and before their plans could completely, they can live out their plans or live out some sort of lie or whatever, right? You distance yourself from them, or you cut ties with them or something. And this is why they're so angry, because a tower moment ensued behind your back, right? Something broke down, it just pissed them off even more. That's why it went from a Five of Swords to a Seven of Swords. Because you walking away or saying, I'm not going to entertain this level of ignorance or foolishness. It's like it added fuel to the fire instead of the fire being extinguished. Okay, you thought that you were extinguishing a fire by going in a different direction, but all it did was add fuel to the fire. Someone needed your energy more than you will ever know, Pisces. They needed your energy to entertain others at your expense. Someone needed to see you be humbled, fail, do bad, look horrible to the public. Basically, they needed you to be humiliated so they could look good. Okay, so they can say they did it to themselves. Pisces did it to themselves. It's all their fault. I did. Yeah, I tried to be there, but they're a liar. They're a criminal. They're bad. They're this, they're that. Yeah. They're not a good family member. They're not a good child. They're not a good parent. They're not a good friend. They're not a good co-worker. Someone needed you to have the worst reputation to make themselves look good. They have they know that they're confessing to the public. You know that they're confessing to the public, but they don't want the public to know that they're confessing. They're basically telling the public who they are. Right? They do. I'm going to tell you, Pisces, unfortunately, they have a lot of people fooled. They do. They have a lot of people fooled. They could have went into love bombing certain people, playing the victim, going out of their way to do all these really nice things for everyone, so they could see, I'm such a good person and I'm so nice. So they can basically gain the public support or gain your family support or gain the community support or co-worker support or something, right? But inside, I'm talking about it's like an inferno. It's like gasoline was poured in them and a fire erupted. This is someone who they're pissed that you even seem to be in this Knight of Pentacles energy of calmness and grounding and just, looking out optimistically at the future, at your future plans of what else you can do in this world, right? They weren't the beginning or the end for you, and they hate that. This is someone they're in total, I need to be in control. I need the world to know that I control you. I control you eating. I control you sleeping. I control your money. I control your friends. I control your support system. I control someone is a batshit crazy lunatic. I don't know who you came across. I have no clue. An Aquarius could be significant. Aries, Scorpio could be significant. A earth sign could be significant. Gemini could be significant. Pisces could be significant. I see all the zodiac signs out here though, Pisces. That's the thing. Okay. So this could be someone who has a connection with a lot of people, a lot of other zodiac signs. Okay. Let me see what this Hierophant is about. The Four of Pentacles here. So you have been advised to keep some things to yourself. You have been advised to keep some things to yourself, okay? Whether this is information, knowing what to share, what not to share, okay? Resources, put something up for a rainy day. You've been advised. I feel like some of you all have had to do this. You've had to put up some things for a rainy day. Again, it's something about this Tower moment you're not aware of. So I do feel like all hell broke loose behind your back. Something I'm gonna look a little more into. I feel really drawn to keep looking at that card. So something happened more than what you know behind your back, and I'll pull it aside once I get through this. So the Four of Pentacles is here, Pisces. So it looks like you went into possibly saving, or maybe you're kind of holding on to what you have right now for a rainy day. You don't know, so it does look like you have been advised, or you're being advised to do something. Keep some information to yourself right now. Say for a rainy day, do something, right? Just don't be in that energy of releasing everything. Okay. You have the Six of Pentacles here. What is this? The Devil card. So Pisces, someone is looking at you as somebody is calling you the devil. Someone's calling you toxic, evil. You're very stingy. You only think about yourself. Whatever you can say that's bad about a person, they're saying it about you. They are livid about this Tower moment. They're blaming you for the Tower moment. You walking away is in what happened after you walked away, of what you don't even know about, what you're not even aware of, what you had nothing to do with. You're being blamed for. Someone is saying you use black magic, you work with the devil, you are the devil, you something, right? Any sort of good luck you've had, anything that you've done good, it's because you're using, you're the devil played a role in it. Okay. So I again, Pisces, keep in mind, this person is really confessing. Whoever they are that you came across, they're confessing to the public about what they have done to you. That's why you decided to walk away. I feel like you see the truth about them, and they know you see the truth about them. They are so afraid that you are going to tell what you know. And I feel like for some of you all, you have actual proof of who they are. They do not want that to be revealed about them. Okay. There is something, again, I'm not sure what this is. Maybe you feel like this person, you've gone from this planning phase. You could, in the planning phase of being in this Knight of Pentacles, you could have felt like you needed to be very resourceful, okay, with this Four of Pentacles, and basically just track every penny, make sure that you're holding on to what you need to hold on to, something like that. Someone feels like they're saying that you're holding on to a grudge, and that's why you behaved a particular way, or that's why you don't want to deal with them anymore, or you don't want to have a connection with them. They could be saying you're jealous of them. All of it, whatever they're saying about you, Pisces, is how they really feel. Whatever they say that you've done is what they've really done to you. And the public is just, or someone who they're around is just taking this information and like, oh, what? Pisces did what? Oh my goodness. There's a lot of communication about what's going on. Fire, water, earth, air, all the elements, all the zodiac signs. This is someone who has access to a lot of zodiac signs, and they have access to a lot of people. So someone is saying that you get your money in a demonic way, or you do something. So it could just be tarot reading. This could be someone saying something about me. Oh, she do tarot, that she's a demon, stuff like that. But yet they watch my channel without putting their real name out there. Okay. I do feel like this is someone who labels you, but they may be doing something that's 100 times. Like, I don't see tarot as bad. Tarot is just for guidance. It gives you a look into, things that could be happening in your life and what you need to do to really get through it, how you've been adjusting, ways you may need to adjust yourself so you can deal with things in the future or deal with your current situation, what you have overcome and how strong you have been to overcome it, or how wise you've become due to some past situations, okay? And how you can continue to grow in a better way, how you can use certain things to make yourself better. We are not fighting just against human beings, baby. I'm telling you, it's a whole spiritual world out here, and people be using dark magic on you. And some of them, they would try to take your beauty through making you gain a lot of weight or lose a lot of weight. They will try to, if you post a picture on the internet, they'll try to take your beauty using mirror magic by trying to do certain things where they feel like it's going to mess with your beauty and stuff like that. They will spread all kind of horrific rumors about you, trying to dirty up your reputation, telling people that you did what they actually did. I'm telling you, it's real out here, but none of that is being observed, okay? None of that is being recognized, that they're out here starting a whole slander campaign against you, that they're out here starting, this defamation of character against you, right? So I do feel like you do have some people who are looking at you based off of what someone said. Look at the tower moment that happened in my life. They were behind it. They used the devil against me, and they, all this kind of ignorant crap. When I feel like this is someone who could have been dabbling into dark magic, but they do it behind the scenes. They're not going to tell people that they watch tarot. They're not going to tell people that they pay seers and psychics or people who do root work. They've done that to you. They're not going to tell anyone that. They're just going to make it seem like, oh, this person is doing this out in the public, so they're a bad person, right? They're doing tarot, or they look at tarot, or whatever. I seen them coming out of a psychic place. They're into divination, and that's they're a bad person or something like that, right? This is just, and how would they see you coming out of that unless they're stalking you? Okay. So the the devil is in the details with this person. If people were actually wise enough or smart enough, they would see that this person is the root cause of you all having this disagreement and walking away. They would see that, but they're just looking at things on a surface. They're not looking at how salty someone really is with you. Like, damn, why are you so mad at them? Like, what? Because what if they tell the truth, it would make them look like the hater that they are. So they have to fabricate this whole, slander. They got to get this whole slander campaign and say you did all these evil things, or you're doing all these evil things, or you behaved a certain way. They have to do that, Pisces, because telling the truth would make them look like who they really are. And they can't have people saying the truth about them. They got to make you out to be the bad guy. All right, so the hanged one is here. 9 of Swords. Yeah, this is Pisces. Unfortunately, in this reading, I want to say that you are just going to be so happy in every area of your life, and everything is going to just go so amazing. And, but this is someone who really wants to hurt you. They want to see your heart broken. This is someone who wants to see you heartbroken. They want to see you up at night, stressed out, alone, suffering. This is how they're frustrated about something that happened in their life. Again, I'm going to go back to the sour moment so we can find out what happened, because it's something you don't even know about. Some of you ain't had nothing to do with, you're not aware of. You just decided to walk away from them. You walking away pissed them off because something got worse when you walked away. And that leads me to believe that you detached your energy from them and they were left with all the evilness that they started, okay? And instead of them saying, well, maybe I need to change my ways and stop being so freaking demonic, maybe I need to improve myself and stop doing this to Pisces, they blamed you for what happened to them when you walked away. I don't feel like you know this yet. We're going to get to it. This is someone who has put a plan into place. They want to see you suffer. Someone wants to see you go through insomnia or something. They want to see you stuck in a situation where you can't get out of. Someone wants you to keep making sacrifices but not really benefiting from them. Why is this 10 of Swords here? The King of Cups. But this 10 of Swords is something that you're healing from. This is what I've been waiting for. I'm like, damn, I'm making sure I don't look at the cards before it come out, right? This 10 of Swords is what you're healing from. You've been through a lot, and this is what this person is pissed about. It seems like every time they throw something your way, you seem to overcome it. And this is why they're calling you the devil, or saying that you have a connection to the devil, because there's no way in the world somebody could endure this much pain and heal from it. There's no way in the world that somebody can be betrayed this much by their family, community, jobs, everything, and heal from it. There's no way. You gotta have some sort of connection to the devil for this to be happening, okay? For you to still be being blessed and getting good things in life, you gotta be doing something evil. You can't be a good person. They're the good person. Even though Pisces, I'm telling you what I see, this person do a lot of demonic shit. They got their hands in so much dirt in your life. The loss of friendships, the loss of jobs, people looking at you in an unethical way because they done spreaded all kind of rumors about you. I mean, all kind of stuff they've done. But they're saying you're the one who did it. And you have people who believe them and help them with going against you. So Pisces, you're going to heal from this 10 of Swords in an amazing way. Or you have healed from this 10 of Swords in an amazing way. They're pissed about this because they keep throwing stuff at you because they're jealous. This is what jealousy looks like. This whole reading is this is what jealousy looks like. And I don't care whether they're a man or a woman. It could be a man and a woman working together that you had to walk away from, and you left both of them jealous energies together to feed off each other, and all hell broke loose. Let me move this aside real quick, because somebody's saying that you are using divination to bring in blessings, but they're using divination for evil. A lot of evil too. They've done a lot of dirt that no one knows about. You might know about it, and that's why they got to slander your name so bad. Let me see something. And I'm going to pull on those cards too. Why is this somebody So let me do it how it really was. Okay, so you seem to have turned your back. You didn't know about a Tower moment. Spirit, please help me. What is this? The Seven of Pentacles came out, but it came out in reverse. So they didn't see something happen the way that they needed it to happen. Something didn't come through for them. So, Pisces. They were promised something, or they thought that they were going to get something. If you stuck around a little longer and tolerated the disrespect, this was somebody who wanted to take something from you. Yeah, they're like a thief. They're a thief of energy, or possibly they may actually be a thief. This is somebody who wanted to take something from you. You walking away altered the direction of the plan, and it caused a Tower moment. It also caused the loss in their life in some way. The Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. Something that they wanted to see come into fruition didn't. What else? And it has them up at night. They're stressed about it, about what their next step needs to be. Let's see what else. It caused, so they've had constant wins in certain ways. This is someone who doesn't give up. They're resilient. But they're pissed that something happened where they had to go into fighting mode. They could have been fighting with people around them about why something happened between you and them, or people have been coming at them. They took some sort of loss. So something that they wanted to see, they had something planned. It was like they were like, oh, okay, I'm about to get these Seven of Pentacles, and then the Seven of Pentacles didn't come. They're blaming you for something not happening in their life. You don't even know about this. Something that they invested in did not work out, and they're blaming you for. Your back is turned to all of this, though. You don't even know about it, and they're blaming you for it. What else? The Justice card. They could be connected to the justice system. This could be someone who, or they may have significant leave replacement, or they're connected to the justice system. But something was unfair. It was, so the thing is this, whoever this is, Pisces, they're really delusional too, because I'm going to tell you something. This person has lied to themselves so much pertaining to you that they started to believe their own lies. Because this to me looks like this is someone who literally did you dirty as hell and had a really demonic or diabolical plan to take a lot from you. And you walking away caused a Tower moment for them, and it caused something to stop for them. Whatever sacrifice, whatever they were trying to use you as, you know, the fall guy, the whatever, backfired. That's what this is. Something backfired, and it put them in a state of feeling stressed out, having to deal with a lot on their own. Some level of support or investment stopped. Maybe they were getting perks, kickbacks, or something to do something to you, and that stopped. And it put them in the level, in some sort of energy of, it was like they were counting these coins before they even got them. Oh, I'm going to do this with this money once I get it. They paying me to do this to Pisces. Okay, I'm going to do this with this money. I'm going to do that with this money. So this is what this was. They were getting something, and they were planning on, you know, getting this big payout or something. And it was halted when you walked away. They went into this stage of being stressed out, you know, putting up their swords, thinking about what they needed to do moving forward, how they were going to do something. They went into this very defensive mode, you know, being on defense, feeling like just, I mean, this person could have been suffering from migraines, headaches, being, you know, just thinking about like, oh, now I got to deal with this. I got to deal with that. I got to deal with this. This is someone they could have even went to the law and complained about you. Went to the law and complained about you because they were doing something illegal or unethical. This is someone who is off balance. They threw the connection off balance with you, but I don't see them taking accountability. Point blank, I don't see that. I don't see that, Pisces. I don't see them taking any sort of accountability when it comes to what they did. Okay? And again, I don't feel like you're aware of what happened because you're not even paying attention to them. You've moved on with your life. But this is someone who wants to blame you for how something turned out with them because you walked away. You must be doing spell work on them. You must be doing something. Okay? They could even be having issues in their marriage or in some sort of relationship, a contract relationship. This could be on the job or something. But this is someone who is blaming you for everything. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, they feel left out in the cold. They feel left out in the cold. This is somebody who fell from grace in a big freaking way because they thought they had control over you. They thought they had you out of your element, your natural. Look at how this fish is in a cup instead of in the sea. They felt like they had you out of your natural element. It made them feel very youthful. They could be around a bunch of young people. They could be very young and immature, but it made them feel very youthful and playful to behave like this. Like they could just examine you like you were some sort of specimen that they could play with. And it brought them some level of status. And I said they were counting their hens before they were kind of counting their chickens before they hatched. They were literally building themselves up off of playing with you. Playing right in your face. And they faced some sort of lulls that made them feel left out in the cold. And they're blaming you for that too. A lot of gossip. Earth, fire, water, air could definitely be significant. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini represents this Mercury energy here. Pisces, another Pisces could be in this. Connected to this. Aries, Leo, Pisces, a Scorpio, Cancer could be connected to this as well. Let me see. Pisces, because I want to pull an outcome card for you and them. It looks like you're healing from some sort of betrayal and they're going through something really, but they're blaming you for it, Pisces. You're the villain. That comes out a lot in your readings. You are totally the villain. You are that. Also, let me see something else because I do want to pull on what this healing looks like for you. Ten of Cups. Wow. Five of Cups. So Pisces, it does look like you're healing something that was broken for a long time. Something was broken in your life. You're healing. Look, the Sun card here. Wow, you're healing something that was broken for a very long time. You focused on the sadness of what happened for a long time, and the healing is coming to this. The happiest card in the internet is, not the internet. Wow, maybe it's something to do with the internet. The happiest card in the tarot deck is out for you. Yeah, the sun will come out tomorrow. Some of you all felt like an orphan. Some of you all are meeting Daddy Warbucks. Wow, somebody's going to take care of you very well. Somebody wants to take care of you, upgrade your life. For some of you all, this is the universe sending in some sort of major blessing to create some level of happiness due to all of the pain and suffering you've had to go through. Whoever has this is dirty as hell. Their hands dirty. They're facing some sort of karma you don't know about, but they're blaming you for it, saying that you must have done something. You used witchcraft or something because you walked away or whatever this is. Hold on, Pisces. Let me see something else. You got a very good outcome, Pisces. I want to see something else when it comes to this King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Some of you all are getting married. A lot of passion. You're leaving, like you decided to just move into calmer waters too. Some of you all will be relocating. The courthouse is here. There could be some legal issues or paperwork that needs to be dealt with. The number 2, second house, Taurus energy there. Number 3, Gemini energy there. A lot of communication. Taurus represents where your money is invested or comes from. This could be job related, or this could be something to do with banking institutions, large banking institutions or something like that. But something about the law is involved in this situation, something that you've had to walk away from. There was a lot of red tape too. Secret documents are being opened or revealed. Secret documents are being opened or revealed. Imprisonment. Somebody wanted to see you go to prison for something. Somebody could be trying to falsely accuse you, or they wanted to see you locked out of something, like not get something. Somebody wanted to see you in a bad, very bad situation, Pisces. Let me see what else is coming out. Privileged lady, 12th house, Pisces energy. Again, second house there. Taurus energy, 9th house, Sagittarius energy. So this could be a Taurus, Sagittarius, somebody who wanted to see you locked away in prison or locked out of something. Somebody wanted to see you locked out of a privileged life or having a good life. First house, Aries energy here. King of Wands represent Aries energy too. Second house, Taurus energy. But something is actually working out in an unexpected way for you. Let me see what else. Occupation. Some of you all are going to start your own business, or you're in a creative state. Word is going to get out about how creative you are. Some of you all, this will be working from home. You got the third house, Gemini energy. Fourth house, Cancer energy. Some of you all will be working from home, and you may be doing something that's going to break. I feel like because of your creativity is going to, like, word is going to get out about it. People are going to start supporting you in a very big way. So some of you all are going to go from working for someone to working for yourself. I do see you getting a lot of support, though, in some ways. This may be something you're working long into the night doing, something like that. I find that people who own their own business, they work harder for their own business than they've ever worked for anyone else. But it's bringing you some level of popularity or something like that. For some of you all, you are getting married. You're marrying into money or something like that, with this privileged lady here. And it's going to give you the finances and the time and the energy to be able to create what you want. Maybe you're unable to do that now because you were working for someone else, putting in a lot, going through a lot too. Some of you all were going through a lot on the job, or you were going through a lot in a community or something like that, and you just wanted something to be easier for you. I do see somebody wanted to see you behind bars after they did you extremely dirty. Someone is playing the victim to the 10th power here. Again, I said someone could even be labeling you as a criminal because they actually are. They have done a lot of illegal things. This could be from phone taps, stalking, following you, slander, defamation of character, abuse, something. Could be theft. They could have stole something from you that you were supposed to have. But they're basically confessing to the public everything they did to you. They're saying that you did it. So they're confessing. Something is going to come out. I do see you winning something in some sort of way. This is a spiritual win or actual financial win. And this is going to put you in the energy of being able to do more for yourself with this occupation. Occupation is a chosen profession. It's not something like like toil and labor. I'd say that in another reading with some other cards, but this is a chosen profession, something you choose to do. Okay. At the bottom, look at the bottom of the deck, great fortune. Great fortune is an amazing outcome for you, Pisces. That's why I said I wanted to read on these cards a little more. I got a lot of energy from them. So I do feel like some of you all, this is a lawyer that's going to help help you in a big way. Because I feel like somebody wants to see you locked away because they think that they got all the cards in their favor. They're delusional. Somebody has lied to themselves so much, or they got so many people believing them that they feel like they can win. But you got some sort of proof that's going to put their ass, like, yeah, maybe under the freaking jail. They're pissed. They're blaming you about this Five of Pentacles, but this is something that they actually did to themselves by trying to cause so much conflict in your life or something like that. And to me, this looks like it's all rooted in jealousy. There's no real reason. And you could have wondered from the beginning, like I said in the beginning, why do they have an issue with you so much? Okay, what is this really about? Somebody is salty with you over something, but they're not saying what the real issue is. Okay, all right. So I feel like you walked away because you're like, if you're not going to tell me what this is rooted in, then I'm not about to entertain it. And somebody got pissed because when you walked away, a tower moment happened that you don't even know about, but they're blaming you for it. That's the end of your reading, Pisces. I see a lot of success coming through. And for some of you all, this may be a court case or this is a karmic case. This is, if for some of you all, this isn't court, it isn't going to court. But for some of you all, this is an actual karmic case. Somebody's getting their karma and you don't even know about it, but they're blaming you for it. You done moved on with your damn life, happy making decisions that you're making. You're in some sort of better energy now. You could be around someone who is wealthy without even knowing it, or someone who, I feel like this, ooh, Pisces. Some of you all, you're meeting someone who is attracted to you and they got moolah. They may be like rich or wealthy. There's a difference, but somebody's rich or wealthy. Okay. I'm going to do a reading on that. Okay. I'm sending you all so much love and light, and I will talk with you later.